I almost didn't make it. Let me tell you, this water, I tried to do that 40-day and 40-night fast like that pastor did, and he didn't make it. But I did mine with water for 4 days. And so, you know, normally I'd be live all the time, but I couldn't go live because I was weak. I was cleaning and detoxing myself spiritually, mentally, physically, just so I could be in the best shape for our show that's going down next Wednesday on my birthday in ATL, okay, March 8th. Doors open at 7 p.m. and it is wine, gossip, and comedy, okay? Y'all better make sure y'all got y'all tickets. We are almost sold out, okay? Not bad for just dropping it 3 weeks ago, okay? I can't wait to party with y'all, man. We got everything on there. Everything is ready to go, okay? The only thing I need to do is land, okay? Land. I lost the fupa. I lost the fupa for the show. I sure did. I'm going to gain it back right after the show when we hit Waffle House, when I tell you, all right? Now, don't forget, get your tickets. Tickets starting at the $35, and they go on up. There's no bad seat in the house. This is our first exclusive event. I wanted to do Atlanta since Atlanta put me on the map, since Atlanta showed me to the world, and I can't wait to party with y'all, and neither can Teddy, okay? And I'm going to be turning 41, but I don't look 41, though. Do I look 41? Do I? Remember, moderators, no blocking, okay? No blocking. We are all grown over here, all right? Let these people just have at it, all right? Also, the link to get your tickets, okay? So like I said, we only got a few days away. Next Wednesday, March 8th, okay? All right. Please make sure you click the link below, all right? And also go to Eventbrite, TashaK on stage, or scan the QR code, okay? We'll be running it throughout the show so y'all will know what to do. Oh, my God. Okay. Now, for tonight, we got a whole show, all right? We got an exclusive interview with CJ So Cool's child's mother, Nikee. She came through to get messy, all right? I should have had some wine for her, but like I said, I've been fasting. I've been trying to be a good girl. A good old girl, because, you know, I'm old. You know, just so I could be clear-headed for the show that's going down, okay? And so I didn't drink with this wine that she was spilling, even though I should have been drinking, because she told all of her baby daddy business. All of it. There's no stone left unturned, okay? The winos have already watched it that are subscribed to our streaming service, TashaKLive.com, all right? And so you guys will be seeing it here tonight for the first time, so stay tuned for that. We're also going to be talking about Vanessa Bryant, Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox, Shakira, all right? Dropping a diss track against her husband. That's new, okay? That's some gangster stuff, all right? Gary Owen, all right? We got an update on this wine because we were the first to exclusively drop it, all right, on TashaKLive.com on our streaming site, all right? And also Sidora and Ralph Pittman's messy ass divorce, okay? But before we get started, all right, you guys know that we have to take a moment to thank our sponsors. We wouldn't be here without them, all right? So we're going to take a moment, let y'all get in here, make sure y'all like this video, make sure y'all subscribe, wherever, share the video, okay? Hi, world, since we're streaming everywhere. We got some sponsors that we need to brag about, which means Boldly Raise a Glass 2 will be right back. Hold that thought, okay? Let's get it. A couple of years back, I had a bad reaction to some cheap hair dye, and it unfortunately put me in the hospital. My friends had asked me to seek legal action, but I didn't, okay? And I kind of wish that I knew of companies like Morgan & Morgan. When you're injured, you deserve compensation, and the size of the law firm matters. Morgan & Morgan is one of America's largest personal injury firms with over 800 lawyers and over 100 offices nationwide. And the best part is Morgan & Morgan is completely free, unless they win your case, of course. Over 3 million people currently trust Morgan & Morgan, and getting started is super easy. Just check out the links in the comment section for more information now. If these will learn to just date outside of the norm.
So give these girls, what you talking about, date outside the norm? Here you go. So we want to hear what the
if you want a billionaire, You're going to have to conduct a research plan on who the billionaires are.
I can't, Tasha.
No, for real.
Not
you
today.
have got to do a business plan.
We're not doing this today, Tasha.
On how to catch a billionaire.
You ever seen somebody that just got something to say about every damn thing?
Everything.
We're going to put this clip in when your ass ran into a Ferrari.
How do you go backwards? I'm trying to do the interview and my husband must have ate something bad. So he just kept farting during the interview. I kid you not. He just farted. And the Shakira, he don't give a shit about farting no more.
You farting on set, then you had to go to Waffle House and take a shit.
Yeah, because I cuss his ass out all the time.
But you ain't never had to cuss me out. See?
No. Well, I mean, on the podcast a few times, like when you call black women black, some of these black bitches.
Nah, you just try to do that to save your face. I mean, I let you see, that's the one thing, but I'm a real nigga, man. Like, I let her win sometimes because she my dog. Like, see, this is the thing. Like, sometimes you gotta get so much some. See, I know that them black women were wearing your ass out about old girl.
Who?
Don't play.
Who?
Miss, I ain't got it.
Oh,
Don't play with me.
You talking about my sister-in-law?
The one that want her money.
All right. Yes. That is my new podcast with Tony the Closer. Premieres Sunday on Tony the Closer's YouTube channel at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Woo, I put Shaq on blast, all right? I'm putting him on blast. I was like, why did you even, like... y'all gotta watch it. Y'all gotta watch the podcast, okay? Real quick, we have a new reality show alert. I don't know if y'all caught this on Fox Soul, In Style Atlanta. Okay? I gotta tell you, I like this show. And the reason I like this show, produced by Miss Carmen Simmons, we've done work before in the past, okay? Her and I have a bit of a work history when it comes to the media space as a whole, okay? She's ran a lifestyle and entertainment magazine / website for many years in Atlanta. She's always highlighted a lot of Atlanta celebrities, a lot of born Atlanta celebrities, always show love to me. And so when I saw her roll out with her own reality show that was media-based, I was pretty impressed when I watched the episode. I'm not going to lie, okay? Produced by her, funded by her, independently created by her, Miss Carmen Simmons. And I gotta tell you, I think y'all will like it too. And the reason I think y'all will like it is because it's not like your traditional reality show where it's built around fighting, relationships, catty, the pettiness, all of it, okay? I mean, don't get me wrong, okay? That pays the bills. I get it, okay? Because, a lot of the wine that we spill over here is relationship-based. But what I like about what Miss Carmen Simmons is showing is the behind the scenes of what it takes to build shit like what we doing. You understand what I'm saying? To be number one out here, all right? There's nobody in Atlanta that don't know who In Style is, all right? And you go to Atlanta, In Style is at every red carpet event. They're at every event. They're writing. They got the celebrities. They got everybody, okay? And I like that they always give new and up-and-coming voices a voice, okay? They give them a chance. You can come from anywhere, all right? And if your resume shows that you really, really want to do this, Carmen has given so many black women a chance to really build themselves and build a brand, and now she's taking it behind and in front of the camera, all right, to show off what it's like building a media empire. And I got to tell you, I'm impressed because somebody need to put it out here. Somebody need to show the behind the scenes of what it's like, you know what I'm saying, running these businesses, especially managing all these black women, and they all think they chiefs. Hell, I just got into an argument with one before this show, okay, trying to tell me how to run my business. You understand what I'm saying? But she's still here because I love her. Bless her heart. You understand what I'm saying? But it ain't easy, okay? And so shout out to Carmen, and I hope you guys really learn something from it. If you aspire to be in entertainment and in media as a whole, I think this will be very inspiring to you, or just a entrepreneur in itself, and you are a woman of color, okay? You're going to learn a lot from it, all right? And if you want to see the first episode, which actually just streamed March 1st on Fox Soul, we will link it below. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and have Chelsea pull that link and put it below this video and everything. But just show us some love and go and follow her on Instagram and everything, because I love to see women in media making big moves like this, okay? And so we're going to show support all right, over here, all right? Bottoms up to Miss Carmen Simmons, okay? Now, let's let's go on and get into something. This is why me and I had a little argument, but I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Cause see, I'm grown and I'm a little stuck in my ways. It take a lot for me to change my mind when it comes to certain things. And this whole Vanessa Bryant making the police department in California settle for $29 million, all because they sold a few photos to TMZ, has me hot. And I'm going to tell you why it has me hot, okay? Because everybody and their mama got a phone. Vanessa is not the only woman of color, not black woman, but woman of color, to have to experience a family member being filmed on social media during a vulnerable or tragic time. We live in a world, okay? Bear with me now. We live in a world where I feel that if it ain't the poles with the cameras, the police cameras that are filming, if it ain't the police officers with their cameras on their vests, if it ain't them with their phones, crime scene photos. I mean, we got people on the train filming other women getting assaulted, and they're doing nothing. They're doing nothing. And ever since, her family tragically passed, it was kind of like everybody else during this whole that died in that crash is just being, it's as if they didn't exist. Like, I don't know, it was just her husband and her daughter, and nobody else was on the helicopter. And I feel that this lawsuit that she filed against the California Police Department was real selfish. I feel that it was inconsiderate. I feel that it was her being greedy. I feel that no matter what she does, it's not going to bring her family back. And $28 million to bankrupt a police department for you to pocket money that you don't need. And we got black women across the country that are constantly watching their children being filmed on social media, being shot, being beat up. Shanquilla Robinson, Takeoff, you know what I'm saying? XXX Tentacion, you name it. These are being filmed over and over and over again. And in Meta, Facebook, Instagram, nobody's taking the videos down. Nobody's doing anything, but because she has privilege, that's what this is, okay? This is called privilege. You done forced the whole police department to the table to give you money that you didn't need to prove what or bring who back. I just think it was very selfish. I think it, like I said, it was inconsiderate. It was extremely greedy. And if she really wanted to make a change, why not be all inclusive to say, you know what? I'm going to help pass a law or use the money that she probably won't even see from the police department to help lobby to Congress or to the White House to stop people from filming people dying and taking pictures all together. If she really wanted to make a change, because she didn't need this money. She didn't need none of it. And I'll be damned if she sent it to a Mama Sita foundation for what? For what? If you're not going, listen, you got too much money as it is. And money is not going to bring your family back. So if you were really, really disgusted at what this police department did, why don't you lobby your ass right on up to the White House and say, listen, too many women of color, especially black women, we're tired of watching crimes happen. We're tired of watching our sons and daughters being murdered over and over and over again by videos recirculating all the time. I can't open up my phone. I can't never grieve Because I am forced to watch this even when I don't want to. I can't be on social media enjoying social media as everyone else do because people are inappropriately filming others during desperate times. Why don't I take that money and really do justice and pass a law? But she ain't gonna do that. She ain't. She finna take a cruise. Moving on. Get her nails done. Yeah. But everybody said, go, Vanessa. Go. I'm sorry. Two wrongs don't make a right. I'm sorry. But now this is funny. We got an update on these two. So after Miss Megan Fox thought that Machine Gun Kelly was cheating on her, and I don't see, like I said, I don't see how she could have thought that he wasn't. I don't even think he remembers if he cheats. You know what I'm saying? Because when you know what I'm saying? It's a memory lapse that goes on. You know what I'm saying? But she deleted all the pictures, caused all this social media chaos, okay? Claiming that, she could smell the lies and deceit on his breath, along with the alcohol and everything else that he does, that they do together. But he happened to do it without her this time. And so, got social media all up in arms, and people was like, how could Machine Gun, do her like this? Oh, I'm so sorry, Megan Fox, you deserve better. You're hotter than this. Then she comes back and says, oh, well, he wasn't cheating. I don't know where that came from. It came from you. That's where we got it from. Now, recent reports have said that, they're doing everything, even after she came out and said that she doesn't know how the cheating rumor got out after she started it, that now they're doing everything to save their relationship, even as much as hiring a relationship therapist to come and counsel them every day to save their marriage. Every day. Yeah. I guess maybe the everyday comes in because she's trying to get him to remember that he had counseling yesterday because of and everything else that he does. That rock star life is something serious, and so I this is the only thing that I could think of as to why she would even demand, because this is all the woman. Men ain't gonna, you ain't never heard of no man calling no marriage counselor. You understand what I'm saying? He'll pay for it, but he ain't finna call no marriage counselor. So I don't see a man named Machine Gun calling a marriage counselor at all. He said he didn't do it, so why he need to call a marriage counselor and they ain't mad and spending unnecessary money. But hey, whatever makes her happy. Happy wife, happy life. It's not his wife, it's going to be his future wife whenever he can remember to marry her. Okay? All right? And so that's going to take a lot on his part. And so, counseling every day, I said, nah, normally I would say this is white wine, bullshit, but y'all know I can't really cuss over here, so don't even ask me why I'm censoring myself, because I'm not about to put in no beeper and the whole show is going beep, 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 and we're not doing that, so I'll just cut my cuss words myself, okay? And so normally I would say when it came to this, this got to be it can't be white wine news, because even white people gonna pay a marriage counselor or a counselor of any kind to come see them every morning to help save their relationship. And two, if the counselor is coming every day, what on God's green earth could they be talking about every day? Is it the same? Is it the same hoe she found the? Like, what? I said this, it's definitely not black people. It's definitely not rich people shit. It's got to be crackheads. It's got to be that rich, you know what I'm saying? Soma, what are the pills that white winers do? Those top of the line, them IV drugs, not the syringes, okay? The ones you got to sit down and you talk to your doctor and he come see you and he wrap your arm up and he just give it to you. It's got to be that, because I don't understand, like, if you need a counselor every day to come remind Machine Gun that he's in a relationship, sweetie, just because either he doesn't remember or doesn't care, Megan, you're going to need to leave before his mind does. Leave before the brain cells are gone. Leave before the dementia sets in. If that's what it's going to take for him to remember not to cheat on you when he's on tour, when right now he's the only one paying all the bills because you're not working. Moving on. Let me see what they're talking about in the comments real quick. See what y'all talking about. Who asked me why are y'all asking me my phone number? Yeah. All right, moving on. Remember, moderators, no blocking, okay, at all. All right, let everybody talk. The Nike interview coming up. Now, Shakira and more in white wine news. Anybody ain't black, white. Okay, I'm from the South. All right, ask them why they taught me that in school. Okay, ask Ron DeSantos. That's what they taught me in school. When Ron DeSantos, because I'm in the state of Florida, when Ron DeSantos says that they are not approving African-American studies, that is the reason why black kids grow up thinking in the South or in schools, period, why everybody else is white. We're the only blacks, okay? Because when you, like, there's an application, there's African-American or black, and then there's Latina, Hispanic, or non-Hispanic, Latino, all that, okay? It's not black, all right? So that's all I'm saying. No discrimination here. I'm just telling you what they taught me in schools. Until Ron DeSantos allows for our children and me to learn more, that's just what it's going to be, okay? Shakira been going through a lot, okay? She been going through a whole lot. Now, y'all have to understand, this woman is so stressed, 46 years old, on her way to menopause, which means she's premenopausal right now at 46, okay? That's where I'm going to be in about 5 years. I can't wait. I'm tired of bleeding. Listen to me, okay? Especially when I ain't using the blood. Now, I'm done having children. Shakira drops a diss track against her ex-husband's, well, he's still the husband, okay? 23-year-old girlfriend. And in the diss track, I said, she done made this girl famous. Lord Jesus. Shakira, 84 million followers. I'm 46 years old. She says in the diss track that there's a special place in hell for women that support other women. Okay? Did a whole interview to reiterate what she said in the car. Okay? She tired. She tired of the Spanish government coming for her. She currently fighting a tax evasion case in Spain, saying she owing millions and millions of dollars. Then on top of that, what's his name? Gerald? Hold on for a second. Gerald out here cheating with children. She 46 and menopausal on tour, breaking down her body some more. She wearing flats on stage in kitten heels just to dance because she got to pay the Spanish government. She don't know if she going to win that case. She don't know if she going to prison. And then you want to come out and show off a child that looks just like her. And everybody's up in arms because they say, how could Shakira drop a diss track against her husband and his new girlfriend? I said, that's why. Everything that I said is that's why. And I said, the only thing that really kind of rubbed me the wrong way, I said, Shakira, you got to understand, I know menopause had your mind just going, it's like having ADD, okay, times 13. But, sweetie, that's not a woman. When you say there's a special place in hell for a woman who don't support other women, sweetie, that's not a woman. That's a child. That's a child. 5 years ago, she was a child. 5 years ago, she couldn't wipe her ass right. Do you understand what I'm saying? 5 years ago, her mama was telling her to get her panties off the floor, put them in the basket. Matter of fact, don't put your bras in the washing machine, baby, okay? Give them the Greta and let her hand wash them, okay? Give them the Greta, let her hand wash them. This is a whole child. This is probably her 4th dentist appointment in her whole life. You can't expect, and that's why he went to her. You understand what I'm saying? Children don't come with tax evasion cases and charges and stuff like that. She don't come with children. They don't come with baseball camp and soccer and all that stuff. All she does is, I wish that I could demonstrate here, is knee position. You can't get on your knees because you're 46 and your knees is gone from touring, okay? These celebrities don't be want to tell you how that tour be breaking down their body. There's a lot that she's just breaking down her body to keep them bills paid and to stay out of Spain. Nobody want to go to prison in Spain. Nobody want to go there. It ain't like America. You don't get a bed. You get a ground. You get concrete. You don't get that. Okay, so y'all just bear with Shakira. She going through it. I don't blame her. You know? And she liable to pop at any fucking minute. Y'all better leave her alone. That's what you better do. You better leave her alone. Got the government coming after her. He out here acting a damn ass, embarrassing her. He got this child. Leave her alone now. And she about to lose her period for life. Come on now. Stop. So I stand with Shakira. Them hips don't lie. Them hoes don't lie either. All right. Speaking of hoes, this hoe down here. This one. Her name is Bree Johnson. She a nurse hoe. I think that she went to one of them nursing schools that's getting currently under investigation now. And so, you know, she met Gary in order to have a backup plan in case she had to turn in that nursing degree. I'm just playing. But I'm not. I'm just playing. Okay. So, a story we dropped, when was it? 2 months ago, Chelsea? Okay, 2 months ago. Okay. So we got word on her being pregnant and him moving in with her and proposing to her. Her name is Bree Johnson, for anyone who wants to know, because I understand that the other media publications wasn't releasing her name for what? I don't know. When you are having a long-term relationship with a current married man and you're pregnant by a married man, because he is not divorced, nowhere near divorced, and now you want to try to replace children that he don't see because you thinking you making him happy because his other kids don't want nothing to do with him, but because of how he did her, you know, the mama. You got to understand, when children go through a divorce and there's infidelity, and then they look on the internet, then they turn on the TashaK show, okay, and then they see their daddy, you know, tricking off on prostitutes in Memphis while he's on tour, and he done told the children he can't make it to whatever function they got, but he can surely make it to the Motel 6 and pay prostitutes $200 to $300, you know what I'm saying, to suck them off, but don't want to come home at all to ask the wife to do what it is that she had sworn to do when they got married. This is the ones that come in, Miss Bree Johnson with the nursing degree from, where's the list? I need that list of those nursing degrees. I think I got it here. Hold on. See what school she probably graduated from. Yeah, let me see. Give me a second. Let me see. I think I still got them written down. We did it was probably Ideal Professional Institute. They give out life coach degrees as well too. You know what I'm saying? Or either Revelation University. Okay. Yeah. So it was probably one of those. All right. That she got her nursing degree from, because I just don't understand how you're supposed to be the single, beautiful woman, but you would want to settle for a man who gave you a ring while he's still married to the current wife that he has, while and embarrass the current wife that he has, doesn't have a relationship with the current kids that he got, and you so desperate out here just to have a piece of husband, okay, thinking that he got good credit and he don't, because this is not the white man that hang with white men. He hang with black men. So everything that the black man do, because he thinks that he's trans black, he's mimicking. Okay, so you don't have you a white man. You have you a white. What do they call him? What is the word? I cannot think of it right. What? Yeah, that word. Yeah. So, Chelsea said it. So you got you one of them. You know what I'm saying? They from Panama City, Florida, and it start with a C. C-R-A-C-K-A. C-R-A-C-K-A. Yeah, that's what you got. You don't got a white man. You got that. Okay? And so, and he does everything that mimics what a black man does, but he's just not quite black. You feel me? And so you think you done moved up, and now you pregnant with twins, Miss Johnson, and you know what I'm saying? You thinking you ain't got to work no more, and when he gets on tour to take care of you and your babies, he's still probably going to be tricking on the same ones that he called, because he got tricks in different cities now. You got to understand, he frequents these comedy clubs all the time, so there's tricks in different cities. And while you're at home with the babies, with a ring that he's never going to consummate, okay? Because I don't understand why women do this. Why would you have a baby, accept the ring with no paperwork before you go and give him the whole family? Now he gonna see what the family is like before he commits, and now he has an option to leave before he commits because you done gave him everything ahead of time, okay? But you know what? Congratulations, Bree. Congratulations on your nursing degree from Ideal Professional Institute, or Angel Tech Institute, or Techni Pro Institute as a nurse, and now you just think you done hit a lick, sweetie. You done hit a C-R-A-C-K-A. Yeah. You just need to put an oyster on top of him and some hot sauce. Moving on. Let me see what they're talking about in the comments real quick, okay? Let me see what y'all talking about. Okay. I see y'all. All right, so this is funny. This is real funny. So hold on for a second. What's going on? Okay. All right. So our Nike interview is going to be coming up here shortly, all right? To everybody that's wondering where it is, okay, hold your thoughts, all right? This is our normal show to all the newbies here, okay? Welcome to Unwind with TashaK. Hope you're enjoying the show. I am. Normally I drink, okay, but I ain't drinking until my show next week in Atlanta, okay? We'll talk about that in just a second. So Drew Sidora and Ralph Pittman. This is a mess. Okay. First, I don't like reality TV for this reason, because it seems like no couple. I don't even understand why they involve couples anymore. Okay. It seems as if maybe the couples planned this out, and then they say, well, you know what, we're about to, we're struggling anyway, okay? And it's always the woman that's coming up with this because she needs a way out. And I feel that's what Drew needed, was a way out. And she needed a check to go with that. And so he was the one. He was the one that brought in the check, okay? Social media, including me, has called this man gay, okay? Has called him sorry, has called him everything in the book. And now when you go as a reality star and you're reading comments and you feel that you deserve better because everybody in the comment section is saying that you deserve better, you now have the ammunition that you need to hit divorce, okay? And so although they were trying to wait for a renewal on another season of, the reality show, they're deciding to amp things up a little bit, okay? And so they said, on your mark, get ready, set, Go! Okay, who can make it to the divorce court faster, all right? And so Drew got there an hour before Ralph got there to file, and he filed, even though his hit the you know what I'm saying, hit the, you know, the database first and hit TMZ first, and then hers came in second. She came in last to say, oh, but I was there first. And so you could imagine what that conversation was like in the kitchen, and both of them drove down to Gwinnett County Courthouse, you know what I'm saying, to file the divorce in the same department. He probably paid the clerk $100 to file first because he didn't want to be embarrassed being that she was pimping him out on TV. You know what I'm saying? And then when they both got back to the house, they got in the same bed. But now they're reporting that Mimi Foster's ex-girlfriend, girl man, was in bed with her, and he felt threatened by the girl man, so he went and slept in the guest room next to the kids. I'm not playing with them. I'm not playing no games. This is why I do not like these so-called reality shows. I'm not buying it. They had problems before the show aired, and I guarantee you they're going to stretch it out season after season after season the same way Ray J and Princess have done, and got you to spend money every time you view to see, are they together today? They together tomorrow? They still together? Or they ain't together? They ain't together. I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Okay? Moving on. All right, real quick. Now, we have the Nikee interview coming up. Now, before we play that, guys, do not forget, we are, let me see, what is it? Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. 5 days away from our first live wine, gossip, and comedy show in Atlanta for my birthday at the Atlanta Event Center. Doors open at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay? Tickets are almost sold out. We have a lot of space, though, okay? I'm talking about the real good seats. The real good seats, okay? There's no bad seat. But I'm just saying, those one where they're closer to the stage and everything like that. But listen, it doesn't matter. We want you in the building, all right? We want you sipping wine or whatever it is that you sip on. We want you laughing. We've been working on this production for 4 months plus, okay? We are ready to let y'all see the whole shebang and party with y'all all night in Atlanta, okay? Because Atlanta put me on the map. I got to show them some love. So don't forget to get your tickets at TashaK at /Eventbrite. Okay, so just go to Eventbrite, type in TashaK, or you can scan the QR code that we have here, or use the link below in the description box, okay, and purchase your tickets right there. 5 days away. We do not have permission to sell at the door because we can only have a certain amount of people in the building, all right? And so it depends on if we sell out or not. So if we have some left, we may be able to open the doors, but if not, ensure that you have a good seat. Purchase your tickets now, okay? So I cannot wait. Now, without further ado, Miss Nikee and CJ So Cool. We got a photo of them real quick? Yeah? Okay. Yeah? All right. So, Nikee came through to finally tell all right? She had an unfortunate fight with royalty, her baby daddy's girlfriend, fiance of 7+ years, all right? It has been a hold down all over social media, okay? And unfortunately, after CJ So Cool got shot, royalty and Nikee took to the streets to fight it out, okay? And it was streamed live everywhere. Now, we reached out to Nikee to see if she was willing to tell her side and what happened and what led, up to the fight. You know what I'm saying? CJ had to get out the bed on Percocets and all types of pain pills just to see what the hell was going on. He didn't even know his baby mamas was outside fighting outside of the community he got shot in. You know what I'm saying? It was just a mess, right? And so she was gracious enough to grant us her side. And so she spent about an hour with us telling us everything, okay? And so there's no stone unturned. And we also got some extra information on Instagram earlier before this live, okay? So make sure you check that out later. later, okay? Because we do have a second show that we're going to be streaming live after this on TashaKLive.com, because, you know, we got our uncensored, unfiltered part 2 to Fuckery Friday, okay? We got Angela Yee, Mary J. Blige, Travis Scott, Shaka Khan. I mean, we probably got about 15 topics. These are just some of the main ones, all right, that we're going to be talking about. Tim Norman, Candace Dillard, Michael and Ashley Darby, Michael B. Jordan, Wendy Williams, Omarion and Dr. Phil, Ron DeSantos, and much, much more is coming up on TashaKLive.com, our streaming service, okay? So if you want to watch part 2 of the show, please be sure to subscribe via TashaKLive.com. Then you download the app and you can stream the show everywhere, okay? And so we'll be heading there after this interview, but don't leave after this interview because I got a special announcement to make to y'all, okay, that y'all are going to just enjoy before we officially head over to the second part of our show, okay? And so without further ado, I want to introduce, all right, Nikee. Let's go. Close and listen carefully. The olive leaf extract can reverse high blood pressure and diabetic high blood sugar, or the sugar as some of our grandmamas may call it. It can also kill any nasty little bugs in your bodies like parasites, bacteria, fungi, tumors, and much, much more. And if that's not enough, you can also tell certain cancers like breast, prostate, colon, liver, and skin cancer to take a seat because the olive leaf extract has been known to fight it. And their friend lupus can get it too, okay? So I need my winos to be in good health because we have some good dragging to do. So visit myoliveleaf.biz to help get your health in order. All right, winos, check out our Unwine with TashaK store. We got sweatshirts that say, nah, I gotta go and I ain't got it. We got crop top, wine mug, water bottles. We got it all, okay? So be sure to hit that link below. If these will learn to just date outside of the norm.
So give these girls, what you talking about, date outside the norm? Here you go. So we want to hear what
if you want a billionaire, you're going to have to conduct a research plan on who the billionaires are.
I can't, Tasha.
No, for real. You have got to do a business plan.
We're not doing this today, Tasha.
On how to catch a billionaire.
You ever seen somebody that just got something to say about every damn thing?
Everything.
We're going to put this clip in when your ass ran into a Ferrari.
Why you go backwards? I'm trying to do the interview and my husband must have ate something bad. So he just kept farting during the interview. I kid you not. He just farted. And the shaky African, he don't give a shit about farting no more.
You farting on set, then you had to go to Waffle House to take a shit.
Yeah, because I cuss his ass out all the time.
But you ain't never had to cuss me out. See?
No. Well, I mean, on the podcast a few times, like when you call black women black, some of these black bitches.
No, you just try to do that to save your face. I mean, I let you see, that's the one thing, but I'm a real nigga, man. Like, I let her win sometimes because she my dog. Like, see, this is the thing. Like, sometimes you gotta get someone some. See, I know that them black women were wearing your ass out about old girl.
Who?
Don't play.
Who?
Miss, I ain't got it. Don't play me.
You talking about my sister-in-law?
The one that want her money.
Nikee, CJ So Cool's child's mother. I don't like using baby mama like that. I just be like, this is his child's mother. I really say that. So
thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, cool. Now I was looking. Did you do any interviews since that whole social media blow up between you, Royalty, and CJ So Cool getting shot and stuff?
No, a lot of people reached out, but I didn't do any.
Okay, why not?
At the time, I just wanted it. I mean, it happened, but I was trying to let it die down because it did keep him from seeing his kids.
Okay.
But the more she kept pressing the issue and speaking on different lives, and it was like, okay, at this point, I'm going to have to speak out again and text you again. But I was really trying to just let it go. I felt like we fought. So what is there to keep going back and forth because he wanted to see his queen?
Okay. All right. So let me just give people some background just in case they don't know. I don't know how they don't know because you're your families have been like, I mean, the staple of like black family culture on social media. So we've watched, my daughter, okay, has watched CJ So Cool, your children, okay, you, of course, and Royalty, of course. And I mean, just kind of one big family, you know, him dating you, him dating Royalty, and, you know, things not working out between y'all, things not working out between him and Royalty. And then, him unfortunately getting shot. Okay.
Right.
And I think I just heard recently that he thinks royalty had something to do with that. And, he seemed pretty shaken up when you two had met up to fight while he was at home recovering from the gunshot wounds, from the robbery and stuff. So let's just start from the beginning. How about that? Because I want people to get to know you, too. You know what I'm saying? Besides all the drama. So I do appreciate you even choosing my platform, to talk about yourself as well as a lot of things that kind of come with being Nikee and CJ So Cool's child's mother. So again, thank you. Welcome. So let's start from the beginning. Like, how did you, I know it's probably online, but just in case we need to refresh people's memory, like, how long have you and CJ So Cool known each other?
Kamari is 11, so 13 years.
Oh, wow. That's a long time.
So we were actually dealing off and on for like 2 years before I even had Kamari.
Okay. And at this time, you're going to have to take me back now because, like I said, my daughter started watching CJ. She was the one that put me onto y'all.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and she's 15. So if you understand what I'm saying, because it is family content, Me, I like the messy content, and I think it just recently, as of the last few years, turned a little messy by default with him. But I don't think it's intentional. I think he truly likes being the cool dad, doing the cool stuff, and highlighting whatever woman he's dating at the time, making sure that she feels loved and stuff. And there's stuff that come with being, an influencer of his magnitude, because he is pretty big out here in these streets. Okay. So, like, this was at the start of his YouTube channel is when you guys met, or before?
It was before. So he's from Gary, Indiana, where I'm from. So we were dealing before he moved to Vegas. We were together. He had, once I got pregnant with Kamari, he was actually in a relationship. I didn't know anything about the relationship until after I was pregnant.
Oh.
So he eventually told his girlfriend at the time that he had a baby on the way. And she was okay with it. We didn't have any issues. She would bring him to the doctor's appointments with me and everything. So she was very accepting of the situation. And after I had Kamari 2 days before his girlfriend's birthday, actually. And things went left with them because CJ decided he wanted to be with me and his daughter versus his girlfriend and her kids. They didn't have any kids together. So we were together for up until Kamari was 2. He had proposed to me when we got her baptized and everything. So me, in my head, I'm thinking, we got our first child together. He's proposing. We just gonna be this family, head over heels. I'm young. I'm 21. He is 23.
Okay.
And so I think I got caught up in my feelings with the life we painted together with our daughter. And things started going left here for him as far as a job, and people had stole his car, so he had left and went to Vegas. And 2 weeks later, he came back and told me that he was moving to Vegas.
While you guys were engaged with a new baby?
We were engaged, yes.
Okay.
And he was saying that we could come with him, but at the time I was still living with my mom. She told me, like, let him go first and, get everything situated for you all. And then once he's situated, he can send for y'all. Don't y'all just go to Vegas with him knowing nobody out there, having nowhere to stay, just till the post. So I listened to my mom and I stayed back with Kamari, and I got a job. I went to school for medical assistant, and he went and did the whole casino thing. He was working at the casino, and one day he would call every day, and a couple of days I went past and I didn't hear from him, so I started getting worried. I called his phone, he didn't answer, and somebody from here actually was helping me look for him and Googled it. It said he was in jail for cheating at gaming. And then I want to say a couple of days later, he got out and called me. That's when I found out about the girl he moved out there with originally. So I was thinking he moved on his own. He had told me he had a full furnished apartment and we could come. And the whole time it was a female's place. He had got in a relationship with a girl. And it went left with that situation. She reached out to me. We argued. We had words. And then she told me she had put him out. And that's when he ran into Charlene and her mom at the club.
Mm.
So once I found out that he really didn't go to Vegas to get his life together for me and his child, it kind of changed how I felt about him. Because, again, me being young, I wrapped my whole mind and heart and feelings around what he said we was going to do, what he said we were going to be. And you left and you went with another female. So we didn't get along for a long time. And with Charlene being in the picture, it became worse, you know. The drama started immediately. We never had words. I mean, we never spoke with each other. We never met each other. We just always immediately hated each other. We had words, you know.
Now, Charlene is royalty.
Yes.
Okay, I just wanted, just in case viewers are like, who is Charlene?
Yes, I forgot to say.
It's okay.
So, yes,
It's
they
okay.
address her by words, but her name is Charlene. I'm not calling her that.
Okay, so you call her Charlene. That's
Charlene,
an old school Southern name there. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So we she didn't like me, and me being in my feelings, I didn't like her, and it went downhill from there. So one night, like I say, I got into it, and he had called me at like 1 something in the morning just to vent and tell me that they had got into it and what they had got into it about. And then the conversation led on to, oh, baby mama sent me some pictures of you. Me being still wrapped up in my feelings about him, I sent the pictures. Later on, she went through the phone and seen them, and that's when the initial problem started. So we never had an issue. We just knew we didn't like each other because she was the current girlfriend and I was the baby mama. But the initial issue started with the pictures, and he lied and told her that I sent him pictures because he sent me money. And I'm like, okay, so did I just sell pictures to you, or how you thank you for making me look crazy,
right?
And that's where the drama started, with me being jealous of her, me wanting to be with him still, me wanting to be in her spot. And at the time, they wasn't much. It wasn't much going on because he was still calling home saying, I love you, I miss you, I'm a simp for y'all to come out here. It was still a lot of back and forth. So I never, let my people think that I take Cordero's side wholeheartedly, because I tell him all the time, if it wasn't for you stirring the pot, there wouldn't be no issue with me and Charlene.
Okay. And when she refers to Cordero, just want everybody to know she's talking about CJ So Cool. So no, it's okay. Yeah, but you, because I know you busting out real names here. You're like, listen, this is real life for me. This is
no fake. This is real life.
Right. Okay. And so, do you think maybe he kind of was leading you on because maybe he didn't want, I guess, you to put him on child support? Because it sounds like that's kind of like what he was doing.
For a while, yes, I definitely felt like he was leading me on to steer away from us going to child support court, because he had always said, well, we had immediately went to child support court because he signed the birth certificate and I was receiving Medicaid for Kamari. So in Indiana, if he signed a birth certificate, he immediately, and me receiving assistance from the government, he immediately goes to child support court.
That's in a lot of states now.
So he saw that I filed for it. So I had to call him and the child support office while he was on the phone to, assure him that I didn't go down there and file per se. And they had to explain to him what it was with the child support. So I just felt like he led me on because he didn't want me doing anything else, but he can do what he wanted to do. Not so much the child support, because that was already in place. We just settled it out where we had joint custody at the time, and we would figure out the expenses. And then when he left and moved away, it changed because he didn't notify the courts that he had moved, and we had to then put a dollar amount on the child support.
Okay. Now, has he been consistent with that child support since?
Yeah, he's been. So we had a lot of hiccups in the past with child support, and it really came with Charlene wanted to make sure he wasn't doing nothing more than paying child support. If it wasn't included in child support, he couldn't do it. Leave it up to her. So it was times where he paid and that was it. And then there was times where he didn't pay. We would get into it, and I would have to go back to court and involve the court, and he would have to end up paying the lump sum. But as long as she stayed out of his ear, we didn't have issues. We didn't have no issues taking care of our child.
Now, when you say all she wanted, we're talking about royalty, was for him to pay child support, and that's it. She didn't want him dealing with the with the baby that y'all had together at all. She just wanted him to just send money and not communicate with
money,
either of you.
And that was that. Until he felt like,
damn, royalty.
well, I want to see my daughter, you know. And after he was in Vegas, after she turned 1, he didn't see her again until she was 4. And he went on a day and sit for us, and he basically surprised her. He sent for me and Kamari to come. I flew with her. I stayed at the hotel, and he took her back to the house. And he made the video, you know, my girlfriend and kids meeting my daughter for the first time. But originally, he told his YouTube he didn't speak on Kamari. Nobody knew that he had a child until he brought her to the light. And in the beginning, it was okay. You know, I'm not gonna say she immediately didn't like her, but you can see the energy of everybody trickling down once she got older, once she was able to really come back and tell me what was going on or form her own opinion about them. Things started getting worse. It didn't get better, it got worse when it came to me, her, him, and her kids and Kamari.
Okay. Now, everybody, I got to say, is early 20s, kind of mid-20s, late 20s while all of this is going on. YouTube channel is hammered in subscribers, followers, views, and everything. Everything that he does is going super ultra viral for a Black creator. And he's introducing kind of this blended family mix, and then, you know, trying to make it seem like to YouTube, I guess that this is kind of like the perfect family blend. But meanwhile, all behind the scenes, this has been broiling, and this is what led up to y'all meeting up and fighting a few weeks ago in January because of everything that he's been doing to both of y'all. And it seems like he was lying to both of y'all behind the scenes.
Correct.
Okay. Cause I just like he said, when I saw that video of him in his kitchen and he was home, he looked defeated. He was just like, I don't know why royalty is outside. When have you ever seen her act like that? He acted as if he did not know that she ever acted like that. And my thing is, I think that it's always been in her. He's just been able to control it so that it doesn't come out and ruin his public persona that he has. Even though there's been a few incidents that have kind of broken out and people have questioned the persona and whether or not it was real or fake. But like this time, he had no control. He couldn't get in either one of y'all ear because it was kind of like he's not with her, he's not with you, you know.
Correct. And
the kids are old enough now to where they could kind of see what's going on. And but I'm gonna keep my thoughts on that to the end. So I want you to continue because I'm just like CJ, like, you don't get out here acting like the victim now. Talking about, oh, now the kids are suffering and I need to get full custody of the kids. Who they gonna get a check? Like I said, I'm gonna wait to save my comments for the end. Okay, so, all right. So, of course, thank you. Okay, any other background you want to add on that?
I think that really sums especially the beginning of how everything started.
And so with all the cheating allegations that have come out against him cheating on royalty, you're not surprised about that, are you? Because of how you two met and then how he did you. So it's kind of like in his character to, you know, play multiple women at the same time.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was...
I told her before when we had got into it, if you know a person, you know how to deal with them. So I dealt with him 2 years before we even made it official. And I know how he moves. I know how he get down. I know how he operates. But you wanted to make me your worst enemy for telling you this, and this is where we are.
Now, there was a few videos that he made on his channel where he asked his viewers, should he get back with you? Was that, I guess, when, you know, he cheated on royalty and then royalty left and then he kind of wanted to come back and entertain you now that she didn't want anything to do with him? Or was it while they were actively together that he was actively still pursuing you?
It was clickbait, basically.
Okay.
Just for the views, because like we both decided and discussed, we get along better when there's no title. We co-parent better. When it's just me and him, we get along better. And I don't see us being together. I don't think it will work. You know, we tried that before, it didn't work, and it's like I'd rather us not go back to that dark space we were in, or us getting into it every day. Whereas today, before today, yesterday, the day before, we can call each other and talk about anything with each other. He can tell me about just anybody he deal with or anything he has going on, and vice versa. Whereas before, I think we were just still caught up in our feelings. It's like, well, I'm not doing anything out here, and I know you got a girlfriend, but don't do too much. You know, I just don't think we would get along being together. So when he did those videos, it was more so for the views, just to get the people talking, clickbait.
How much of his videos were real, in your opinion?
Say it again.
When you look at his content, I'm sure you've seen a lot of his content. How much of it was real or fabricated, in your opinion?
So a lot of his videos are real. Okay. It's just more so he have to, when the kids were involved, they have to be aware. You know, he has to let them know certain things to do or how to react. But majority of the pranks and the reactions and all those were real.
Okay.
It's just he had to let the kids know, or the young kids for that, what was going on, so they knew how to react in the video. But majority of his videos were real. Okay. I want to say
that's good to know.
The statuses, not the status, the captions to the videos is just for the people to click and watch. Clickbait.
Okay, that's good to know. So because I know a lot of family content is heavily staged. You know what I'm saying? And so for you to say that, and you got every reason not to, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That goes a long way. So because you could easily be like, hell no, that shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? Cap.
When he cap, I tell him he cap. But a majority of his content is real.
Okay. Now let's get up to the robbery. Are you at liberty to discuss what happened with this robbery? Because I know you ended up going to town when you heard. Are you living in California now, or were you just in town?
No, I'm in Maryville, Indiana.
Okay, so you still in Indiana. Okay, cool. So tell me, when you heard about your child's father being shot, what was your initial reaction?
Thank God my daughter came home 3 days before it happened.
Oh, wow.
Because we had a conversation where she was originally going to move down there with him.
Oh, wow.
And go to school from there. And eventually I will move out there as well. But because we waited so late in the year, they told him that she wouldn't be able to start at the end of the school year. She would have to start over next year. So she came back home to finish school here. And where they came in from, which was the garage door, is right next to the room Kamari was in.
Oh, wow.
So it was like I got worried, but I was also relieved because she wasn't there. Because if she was there, what would you all have done? How would she have reacted? Like, she's been through a lot with this whole situation because her life is public. You know, everybody treats her like a public figure. You know, she's famous. And we have a lot of struggles and a lot of problems with this situation when it comes to her wanting to be a regular kid versus in the limelight. So I'm glad she wasn't there, because I think that would have added more trauma to what she's already been through.
Wow. That gave me chills when you said that. Because I'm like,
yeah.
I probably would have been like, are you dead? I hope so. Because my child could have. That's just me. Like, how did they get in? So, like, obviously you found out about it through him, of course. So he called.
He called, but I was asleep. I didn't hear the phone. And then he called Kamari's phone and she answered. And he said, where's your mom? I'm in the hospital. I've been shot. But when I got on the phone, when I went to get the phone, honestly, I thought he was joking too.
Okay.
Until I see him in the hospital. I'm hearing him in my sleep, and I'm like, here you go with a prank, trying to fake me over the phone. And then when I opened up my eyes and grabbed the phone, he was in the hospital, and he turned the camera and he showed me all the blood and his wounds. And he told me, you know, somebody broke in my house and they tried to kill me. They ended up shooting me 4 times in the leg. And I'm like, well, you know, did you shoot back? What happened? You know, and he was explaining to me, you know, they hit him in the head with the gun, and he had a gun in the drawer by his bed that he was able to get to and shoot back. But nobody was killed. I don't know if...
Hold on real
quick. I think people were hit. I'm not sure.
Hold on for a second, Nikee. I don't know, the do not disturb is not on. Could you text her? Because she going to keep calling and tell her don't call. It's my sister calling. So I left my other phone at the house. That way we wouldn't even be interrupted, but it's okay. All right. So you see that it's real. You open up the phone. You see all his wounds and stuff. He said he hit the guy in the head with a gun. So there was obviously a struggle. So he's literally fighting for his life after being shot 4 times.
Yep.
Okay. Now, was it a robbery or was it staged like a robbery and they just wanted to come for him?
Honestly, I don't know, because they didn't take anything but the keys to his car. They weren't able to get anything. I don't know if when he jumped up startled them, or I don't know what their initial plan was when they went in there, but the only thing that they took was the keys to his car. They didn't get any of his jewelry. You know, he didn't have any money there. I don't know if they planned to rob him or kill him.
Oh, wow.
And it was...
Go ahead.
He was more so like, I was happy. He was happy that he did remember he had a gun in his drawer next to his bed that he was able to get to. But all in all, he's still wrestling with 2 people while he shot 4 times in the leg.
Now, is it was he shot in the same leg or just both legs?
No, both legs were hit. His right leg was broken, but on the inside and the outside of both his thighs, and then one of the bullets ricocheted and hit his foot, and then he got the gun. Well, when they hit him in the head with the gun, they bust his head open as well.
Damn. Okay. How did your baby take it?
She didn't take it well, but she told me as well that she was happy she wasn't there, but she didn't like hearing that. She didn't even want to go with me to see him when I went, because she said she never wanted to see him down. They were just doing TikToks. They were just doing everything, you know, and now he's down. He can't be the dad she's used to him being. She didn't want to go because she didn't want to see him like that.
Okay. Now, I guess the next thing is I'm glad that he's okay, and that, you know, everybody, you know, is okay. And I know it's going to be some time to just kind of get over the trauma and things like that. And so you don't plan on sending your baby back over to that house, right, until he moves?
If she do go back, I'm going to go with her.
Okay. Like, we spending the night together. All right?
Yeah.
I'm sleeping here, you're sleeping there. I don't. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now, how did Royalty get online? What caused her to get online besides all the back, you know what I'm saying? I guess the back drama that y'all had going on behind the scenes, both being with him, both having children from him, but her, you know, being the current one, and you're always gonna be there no matter what. She can't get rid of you. What caused her to get online in a hoodie and summon you out front of his gated community? And I'm gonna put the video in here because the video, it gave me substance abuse vibes. Like she looked like she was high. Look, I'm not saying she was. I'm just saying it did give, like she was either perked up, something. I don't know, but I had never seen her like that before. And, you know, CJ is inside while all of this is going on, and she tells you she's outside and she lives 15 minutes away to meet her outside of this community. And then she leaves. Then you drive up saying, I'm here. Where are you? I don't know if the kids were in the car. That's what CJ said. I didn't see in your video any babies in the car or whatever. But, and then you guys meet again at night and you actually fight
Mm-hmm.
What led up to that? What?
Um,
I know.
when I,
I'm just like, what the?
when I had originally got there
Okay.
to check on him, to spend time, we were recording, having a conversation like we always do, just talking about what occurred when we were together. And he was saying, how he had all these females giving him money and doing this and doing that. And I'm like, yeah, if you wasn't spending no money on CJ, he didn't have no time for you. And we laughed about that. And then I was like, but all in all, it doesn't matter because out of all the females, I was the one that ended up having your baby. And his mom was like, the real way. And I was like, period, but kept on with the conversation. Charlene got upset because his mom said I had Kamari the real way. And instead of taking it out on the person who said it, of course she wanted to get into it with me because I had my daughter the real way. And that's what started the drama. She made a post on Instagram, what they were sending me, saying to sit up and talk about how two innocent 2-year-olds were made. Y'all are pathetic. Y'all make me sick. And then there was another one, tell your baby daddy to let me in the gate. I'm 15 minutes away. So I decided to go live on my YouTube, and I had CJ's phone. And I was just going through the messages and just letting them know how many times I see her speak on me or how many times she's worried about what he does for me and what he does for Kamari. And just letting them know, the background of why this is still an issue. And my thing is, I don't know why you want to make me your worst enemy. And I didn't say, or it didn't come out of my mouth that I had my child the real way. His mother said it, but you want to get into it with me. So she seen the live, and then that's when she like, I'm on my way. I'm outside. Come outside. What's up? And we don't follow each other. So I don't know. Like I told her, if you wanted me to come outside, then you could have called him and said, then like yesterday, she has my number. She could have called me and said, I'm outside. She's on live, putting on the show. And when I went down there, like you said, she wasn't there. She told me I had 15 minutes to get my big ass down there. I took my big ass time and got down there. And then she wasn't there. So I'm like, okay, well, what's up? Where you at? Left. I went back in the house, checked on CJ. He still don't know that we're planning to fight. He still don't know that she had already pulled up. And then I got notifications on Instagram again that she was back outside. And that's when I went back down there. She was on live as I pulled up. And then when we got there, she was like, go around the corner, get back in your car, going around the corner. Now, I'm not from Vegas, so I don't know what was around the corner. I don't know who was around the corner, but where I'm from, wherever I catch you at, that's where we fighting at. We ain't meeting up in no alley. We ain't meeting up in no park or none of that. Well, where I meet you at is where we gonna fight at. And I told him, like, I'm not going in no alley. I'm not going around the corner. We gonna get it on right here. The mama out there, the oldest, and the son out there, they recording in the car until the mama decides to try to pull me off of Charlene, and Lexi end up kicking the mama. And the mama wants to throw rocks, and Lexi ran to the car. And then the daughter get out the car all hyped and doing the most. Meanwhile, the son is still in the car recording and crying. It was just a lot for me, Tasha. And it was like, I've been saying that I wanted to get my one with her. And I used to tell my people, like, even if we 80 on a walker with a cane, I still want to get my one with her. But it had came to a point where it's like, after it was over, it was like I could have never even went down there because that's what she wanted. That's what she needed. And it was like, I'm better than that. You upset with me about whatever your baby daddy fed you. And I'm upset because every chance you get, you want to tell me that my child ghetto. You want to tell me my child don't clean up right. You want to tell me my child well weave. But this is the man that you lay up with child as well. So it just went from sugar and shit. We went from hell and back, and it came to what it came to.
Now, it was kind of dark outside. And I had to ask, like, who won in your opinion?
So I wouldn't even necessarily say like it was big because everybody know we've been waiting to fight. I ain't gonna say that I won, and I ain't gonna say that she won. I feel like we need to go hands up, and I need my wig off. because all she did was hold on to my wig majority of the time. But I'm not gonna get on here and be like, yeah, I won, I whooped her. I do feel like I did what I had to do.
Okay.
But I feel like it could have been better as well. Things could have been a little more put together, strategized for us to really have got that. Because if it was what it needed to be, she still wouldn't be talking and we wouldn't even still be going back and forth. But she still got some animosity on her chest and I can go another round if need be.
Okay. But this time she gotta fly to Indiana. I mean, don't.
Huh?
I said this time she gotta come to where you at now. She can't.
Yes, I was out there by myself. She got to come to my hood this time. And then people was saying like, "Oh, she talking about in the hood." I just said that like, come to my city, come to me. I was out there where you at, where all your people be, what you familiar with. Come to where I'm at.
Yeah.
Not the hood per se.
And for anybody try to say, oh, you encouraging it's Black History Month, you shouldn't encourage them to fight. Listen, ain't nobody stabbing one another. Ain't nobody cutting nobody. Ain't nobody. This is old school. We got to get this out. Ain't nothing wrong. The problem is we don't get stuff out and then we take it to other extreme levels. Whereas we can still wake up the next day, be fine, and still have a little beef because we still, whether we want to be, whether we want to be or not, we're still going to be actively involved in each other's lives at some point or another because you guys share the same child's father. So I'm all good with that. There's a few I want to get a lick on. You understand what I'm saying? So I'll be like, summon me. Please, just please. Don't bring no weapons. We ain't going no alleyway. No old school. That's it. That's it. So I'm totally okay with y'all handling the way y'all wanted to handle it, and y'all are okay. Ain't nobody in the hospital, but poor CJ.
Correct.
Poor CJ, because CJ didn't even know all this shit was going on, and he in the bed laid up, and
he didn't believe it. He didn't believe it till we walked back in the house, and his mom was like, "Nikee, what happened to your hair?" And I'm like, "Oh, it's right here." And I handed my hand. Like, what happened? I'm like, "We just fought." And she's like, "You won." I'm like, "No." He stood up. Wait, what? You fighting? I'm like, "Yeah, we just fought." Who fought? I'm like, "Me and Charlene."
He on the pain meds. He on the pain. I'm sorry. I can imagine CJ on the pain meds like, y'all just fought. It make you a little delirious too and out of breath.
Yep. I said, "No, we just fought." And she came to your house. She came to my house. I'm like, "Yeah, outside the gate."
Okay.
And then that's when he got the energy to get up and get on live and say what he said. But they didn't believe that we fought until I held my wig up and said, "Now y'all know when I left here, I had a wig on." Now I'm back. My nails all broke. My wig off. I was fighting.
Now CJ, he on live. He's like, what the fuck going on? Because he seemed so like he had no control. That's how I knew that he was seriously hurt, because he was out of breath trying to catch his talk. His voice was even low. Now, I can tell a sick person that just got out of the hospital just by their mannerisms and the way they talking. And he was just like, and for him to say that royalty was on something, he was like, I ain't never seen her like that. Like, where is this coming from? You know what I'm saying? And so, but I did not like what he had to say, because it was just like, he knew. And men gotta be more responsible in the roles that they play, because he was heavily responsible for you two not getting along because of how he was maneuvering with you and maneuvering with her. So he probably pillow talking with her to tell her whatever she need to know to keep her calm, and then he telling you what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? And then when shit boil down, you know what I'm saying, to it, this happens. And for him to say, well, his kids are the ones that are the victims now, and I got to get a lawyer, and you in the house, and he talking about he got to get a lawyer to get custody of his children. I said, to stay well, because they shooting in your house. The fuck, CJ? They shooting in your goddamn house. So what you gonna tell the judge? They safer with me, but you don't know who the hell came in your house to shoot you and steal nothing? But you mad because these two fighting? Sir, they fighting. They not shooting. And I would love to see him go up before a judge. What did you say when he said that shit? What was your initial reaction? You just laughed at him and gave him some more pain
I just
pills?
let him talk. When he's venting, I just let him talk, and I do tell him. But I always tell him, like, it wouldn't have got this far if you wasn't, telling me what I wanted to hear, telling her what she wants to hear, and then now we're here. But when he talks, I just let him vent, let him get it off his chest, and, because 9 times out of 10 when he's talking, he come up with his own solution anyway. He come up with his own way to go about things. So I just let him talk, and he figure it out in his own head. And however he see fit is what he gonna do.
I want to see him try to get custody, though, because I want to know what he going to tell the judge. Like, I have the safest environment. I make the most money, but, sir, we don't know who's after you. And we still – did they figure out who shot him?
They're actually in jail.
Oh, okay. I ain't looked that far. Last thing I saw was – okay, so they figured it out. Who was it?
It was a girl and 4 boys that planned it originally. But it was the two of the boys that went in the house. But the girl was behind the whole ordeal, which she's in jail as well. All of them in jail because one, they dropped the cell phone, and the police, got all the records, I'm assuming, from the cell phone. And then they supposedly had robbed 3 other people before even making it to CJ.
Oh, wow. So
they're in jail. And I think the oldest person he said was involved is like 30, 36, 37, but they're all like 25, 26, 27 years old.
So this was like an operation?
Correct.
Okay. Because I'm like, how they get in the gated community?
Huh?
I'm like, how did they get into the gated community? Because this community is locked down.
So it's a trail in the back. The same trail that was around the corner where she wanted me to fight at.
Oh.
It's a trail that leads all the way to the back of them houses. And a lot of the neighbors' Ring cameras have them on their cameras going up that trail.
Okay.
So that helped with the investigation as well.
Okay. All right, cool. Because what's the sense of having a gated community these days and they got a fucking trail going to the back? What the? All this money people paying? That's why I don't believe in gated communities. Just move in the open. Motherfuckers would be most scared to come in an open community. They're going to be like, it's open? They must, I'm telling you, especially where I'm from, Georgia and Florida. Come on in here if you want to. Now, if you don't leave, that's between you and God.
Right. That's between you and Jesus,
okay?
Honey.
That's the only gate I need is what's in this drawer. So, no. But I'm glad to see that he's doing better and they caught whoever did it. And so now people can stop saying that it was staged. And,
right.
That's the downfall of being like a content creator, because a lot of things that do dramatically happen when you need people to believe you, they don't believe you because of, the theatrics that, kind of go on some of these family channels and stuff like that. Now, I wanted to talk to you real quick about something, because you had touched on something earlier that I don't think a lot of people really consider, And so there are obviously 2 parents. You guys have joint custody of your child, you and CJ. So what he does with the child is what he does with the child, and then what you do with your child is what you do with your child. So you don't run his household when your child is over there, and vice versa. How did you feel? Because you said your baby now is like, there's a lot of things that come with her being a celebrity, but her wanting to be a regular kid. I'm totally against children doing content because they have to grow up. And a lot of times in this world, people don't know how to take being around people with necessarily clout or social media fame, views and followers and stuff. And that could create conflicts and stuff in school when they're really trying to be regular, because people are associating the characters that are created online with them being that person in school. Like, now that you look back on it, would you have said no to putting her on the camera?
He didn't ask me. When he introduced Kamari, he didn't have a conversation with me about it. He didn't ask. He just put it in the video, and he said his version of how she got here. If we would have had a conversation about it, I would have definitely liked for her to have stayed behind the scenes, because we have been through a lot with her in social media, her and people, you know, wanting to be around just to see what's going on or claim they her friend and they don't be her friend and her feelings is hurt. Now she want to fight. She in the fighting stage bad at 11, and I can't really get on her because I'm 31, just had a fight. But it's like it's. I would have definitely wanted her to stay behind the scenes until she was old enough to handle it, because she reads comments that bothers her. Everything that she do, they make a problem out of being on TikTok, having an Instagram, having a Snapchat, just being a kid in 2023. Everybody has something to say about how she does everything, and I hate it for her, and she hates it. So I definitely would have took that opportunity to let him know that we should wait till she's old enough to handle it, because it comes with a lot. If you don't have tough skin, the people gonna eat you alive in the comments. Yeah. And I stay away from the comments. Some comments I read, some comments I don't. And if I have time, I might get in the field with them in the comments. I might not. But I don't think at 11 she should see the things she see, and people, grown people at that, say the things that they say about a child. It's a lot. Yeah. I definitely would have kept her off the scene. I didn't care to be on the scene either, because when he put his image out of me, I was the bitter baby mama. And a lot of people didn't like me for a long time until I made my YouTube and started speaking out for myself.
Okay, so you kind of did that as he's got this big platform. People are forming this narrative about me. So I'm going to get out here and speak my truth and make some coin too while I'm doing it. So do you think I don't think it's too late for you guys to pull your baby off of social media and just make her go blank, like not existent, you know, especially given what just recently, it's okay. Especially given what just recently happened with her dad, because that's trauma on top of trauma. You know what I'm saying? Like it's, you know, she's reading all these traumatic comments. She's a public figure by default because of who her dad is, because of who her mom is. And you don't think it's too late to just pull her off? Like, okay, you could return to social media when you're 18? For her mental health? Because at the end of the day, you the mama and he the dad. Like my daughter, she get on social media when I say, because I have control over her phone. So I have to let her into Instagram at 15 years old. She's about to be 16. I have to let her into Facebook or TikTok. She doesn't have that time unless I release it on her phone. So, and then she's not allowed to post. She's not allowed to follow people, because I didn't want her to develop that mind frame of being a follower at such a young age, because then they think that that's the way the world is supposed to be when I'm creating a leader. Now, when you get older and you understand what following and supporting somebody is, then yes, I will allow you to do that. But you need to understand that, because I just didn't want her being inferior to anyone. So you don't think it's too late for you to just say, you know what, we're going to take a break mentally for your mental health, and we're going to stay off social media, or at least reduce the time?
Honestly, I don't think it's too late. She definitely has time to get out there and seen, if that's what she want to do. A lot of the time she don't, as far as her TikTok and stuff, that's what she's wrapped up in, because she loves to dance. That's why I was trying to find her something to put her in as far as dancing or gymnastics. But I don't think it's too late. And I actually think it just may help her. But it has to be on both ends. Like, if I'm going to take her off the scene, then he has to as well. You know, it has to be, we have to agree. It has to come to a common ground where if we're going to take her off the scene, then it has to be on my end and his end. Now, will it change when people see us out in public? I don't know. It may die down. It might not. But I definitely don't think it's too late for her to come off the scene.
Yeah. But at least she'll have more of a peace of mind, because, you know, when she goes out in public, I mean, it'll start if they start seeing her like posting less or not posting at all. They're not going to, all they're going to have is what she used to go through. And then she's developing into a young lady without the influence or of comments and things like that. Because those
Mm-hmm.
comments can influence them to want to change their perspective mentally, to want
Correct.
to alter them. You know what I'm saying? It triggers
Mm-hmm.
them, so it brings they're more angry than they would normally be, and then you got hormones on top of that that's added to the anger. I would just do it and be like, hey, we can return at 16 years old once you take this time to develop into who you are. And then, okay, that's your dad's content. And you just say that's your dad's content. It's like having her to create an identity outside of social media.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just a suggestion of mine because, like,
No, that's not a bad suggestion at all. And it's because, I do know that she needs a lot of help when it comes to dealing with this lifestyle. And it does hinder her a lot.
Yeah.
And it's like I said, every little thing she does is pointed out. They blow it up. They make a big deal out of it. And it becomes a lot.
See.
So I definitely, I get what you're saying.
Okay. So anything else you want to add? I appreciate you, like, coming on to tell your side and things like that. Because I was just like, when I saw Royalty, I was just... But like I said, I'm glad y'all handled it the way that you handled it, and nobody's getting stabbed. We look at NBA, young boys, baby mothers, they stabbing each other. Why?
Okay.
It's not even that serious. Are you scared to fight?
Right.
You scared to fight? Like, it's okay to fight. Fighting is healthy, okay?
Right.
As long as you don't take it to that next level, So, anything else you want to add before we wrap this up?
No, I think that was everything.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got nothing else you want to get your lick off with? No. I'm just, I'm just being
I
messy.
don't think so.
Okay, cool. All right, well, no, I appreciate you coming on to tell your side. What you got going on, though, as far as, like, your YouTube channel and Instagram, like, as far as you got any businesses going on, events, anything you want the viewers to know about?
I've been doing hair promos.
Okay.
I want to get into doing the hair, the really wigs. I've been getting different items and things to start making and doing wigs.
Okay.
As far as my YouTube is more like my everyday life. I vlog what I'm doing every day or anything spectacular that happens in life. But I'm just trying to make different paths for me to see where it goes and what I do best in when it comes to the YouTube or the hair or even getting up there with you or Ari, just different things. You get one life, you want to go all out with it. I started bartending, and that's fun. I actually like bartending.
I used to bartend. It's a
medical
lot of fun.
assistant. So whenever I want to get back in the medical field, I can do that as well. Just to have different things, so you're not subject to one thing and you don't know what's next. I'm just trying out different things, and I vlog it on my YouTube.
Okay.
Just to engage with the people and bring them into my life.
Okay. All right. I like that. And you're in a growing phase too. So, 30, it's kind of like when we hit that, like, oh shit, 40 is like next. And so then you start scrambling around like, what the fuck am I going to do? So what you're doing is completely normal. You try out everything. So when you do get into what you're doing, it's just nothing but growth from here on out. Okay. And so,
correct.
No judgment here when it comes to anything that you're doing, especially with being a young mother. I was a young mother. So I had my daughter at 24. So I know how it can be, but not in the limelight. So that's a different aspect. But being in the limelight now and having a daughter and people knowing who her mom is, that's all they know. They don't know anything about her because she is like, she's only made an appearance twice. And it was like, and it's kind of like her, like, hi, you know what I'm saying? But she's a complete child off of the internet, and she has an identity. So when she does decide to come, into the internet world and wants to be a digital creator, she already has an identity, and it's not being developed based off of those comments and stuff. And so that's why I left off with that suggestion when it came to your baby. So, because she still is a baby, Yeah, but okay, thank you so much, Nikee. I appreciate it. We're gonna leave all your social media below, and I think that you guys, if you do want to, enact round 2, get on Zeus, and let them organize it and get you a little check.
Right. Okay.
Okay. Call them up. Call them up now. All right. And with that being said, all we're going to do is sign off by saying, now I got to go. You're going to say bye.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. All right. All right. All right. So we're going to TashaKLive.com. Chelsea, come help me sit down. Come help me sit down. Don't listen. What are you laughing at? What are you laughing at? Ain't shit funny. Help me sit down. Now you better not. Hey, my back. My back. Hey. I almost called you a B word. All right. Okay, listen. We are about to go. It is hard to yell in one of these. Listen, I'm going to tell y'all what's going on TashaKLive.com, okay? I had a little incident during the Nikee interview with a celebrity, and I had to call my lawyer. And so I'm going to tell you all about it on TashaKLive.com, okay? And so could you tell me what time that is? I can't see out of my eye. Because I can't see. What did you say? You got to talk louder. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're going live on TashaKLive.com, and I'm going to tell you what happened during the break between me and this particular celebrity, okay? Chelsea, did you talk to Olga? I did. What did she say? Send the invoice. Okay, listen to me. I had just a little situation with a celebrity during the break, and just make sure y'all are subscribed, okay? Don't forget to get your tickets. Damn, this shit hurts. What hurts? My back and my neck hurt. What about, tell me about your eye. My eye, obviously I can't see out of one eye, so I mean, what do you expect? And the other one is dark, and I can't hear out of this ear. So listen, don't forget to get your tickets. We're 5 days away. Don't worry, I'm gonna be fine. I'm showing up to the venue. I'm just making sure that my insurance claim is put in. Okay, TashaK Live on stage. This is our first venue, wine, gossip, and comedy, taking place in Atlanta, Georgia, on March 8th. Doors open at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My neck. And I can't move too much, so that's why I got my chair going like this, because I don't want to dislocate my back and my neck anymore. Okay? And I'm How about your arms and your legs? We'll talk about that on the app. Okay? Listen, I don't want this everywhere on YouTube. It's a very private and just sensitive matter for me right now. I got a show that I'm preparing for on March 8th. Please, guys, use the QR code before the tickets are already gone and you don't have a seat, okay, to make sure you have a seat. And I can't wait to drink with y'all. I'm going to make sure that I'll be in physical therapy all weekend, okay, so that I'm good for this show, all right? But just bear with me while I get these insurance papers in, all right? And so we're about to head to TashaKLive.com now. I need you to subscribe there. Coming up, we got Travis Scott. Who else? Shaka Khan and Mary J. Blige. Angela. Is that Angela Yee or Angela? Yeah. Angela Bassett. Both. There's Angela Yee and Angela Bassett, okay? And we got like 15 other people, okay? And I'll tell you what happened between me and the other celebrity once you get over there, okay? You said 9 p.m., right? Yes. 9 p.m.? 9 p.m.? Yes. Okay. I'll see y'all shortly. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, world, for all of your support. It feels good when I rest my face on this right here. I'm just glad I get a break from sucking, all weekend. I think this kind of gives me an excuse, you know, to not have to get on my knees all weekend. But I'll see y'all in a minute, okay? I can't hit the wine glass. All right, I'll see y'all. Bye. Bye.